The setting is a prestigious college. The students arrive not on bikes, but on hoverboards and jet skates, and even drone buses. But one student arrives late. It's Chaitu. His hoverboard battery dies midair, and he crashes into the college fountain. His friends are laughing loudly. One of them says, "Even in the future, the guy who comes late is always the same, Chaitu." Chaitu says, "Yeah, technology may change, but my bad luck never changes." You know what's the best thing about our school? The worst thing about our school is that freaking robot. Every morning when I enter the class, it scans my face to check my attendance. And if it doesn't recognize me, then I have to give a lot of explanation. Like today. It didn't recognize Chaitu, so it asked him to give some proof that he is Chaitu. But Chaitu was like, and showed a childhood photo. Can you believe it? The robot was like, low resolution. Not valid. Oh my God. I thought the robot would be like, high tension wire. Please don't touch. But no, it actually said, not valid. Chaitu got so scared that he started speaking in a really deep voice. Like his dad would speak. He was like, I am Chaitu. I am a student of this class. I have studied here for 7 years. My father is an army officer. He is very angry right now. Please give me attendance. The robot was like, match confirmed. Attendance given. And then everyone in the class started laughing. Like, Chaitu, your dad must be really proud of you. I think that robot is the only one who takes attendance faster than our teacher. But yeah, from now on, we will need voice training for attendance. A 3D hologram teacher appears, and she's here to teach you math. Seriously. So the students sit down and the teacher starts the lesson. But they couldn't understand a word she was saying because her voice was so monotone. So one of the students leans over and changes her voice settings to the silliest setting he could find. The teacher was now speaking in Regina Kent's voice. The students were dying of laughter, but they quickly hid their amusement when the teacher turned around. But then another student changed her voice to Doraemon's squeaky voice. The entire class was now in an uproar. The teacher was not pleased. She glared at the students and said, "In exams, you can't change my settings, boys." But one nerdy student thought he could get away with submitting an AI-generated homework. He thought the teacher wouldn't be able to tell if it was real or not. So he submitted his homework, which was actually an answer key to the entire test. But as soon as the system detected that the answers were copied from ChatGPT 2040, it gave him a big fat 0. All the students burst out laughing, and the poor kid had to hide his face in his desk. This is what happens when you try to cheat in an exam. The dining hall has robot waiters that serve you food. The menu has all these futuristic items, like paneer butter 3D print curry, virtual idli with real chutney. Basically, it's a South Indian restaurant with a twist. Now our waiter comes to our table, and he gives me this idli. I take it and I eat it. And then he gives me another one. I'm like, hey, I didn't order another one. And he's like, you didn't order? Then why did you finish the previous one? I'm like, that was an order. This one is a mistake. He's like, mistake? There is no mistake. You must eat this idly. So he keeps bringing me ideals, and I keep returning them. In the meantime, my friend orders some biryani. And then our waiter comes, and he gives my friend the biryani, and then he gives him another one. My friend's like, hey, I only ordered one biryani. And the robot's like, you didn't order? Then why did you finish the previous one? My friend's like, that was an order. This one is a mistake. The robot's like, mistake? There is no mistake. You must eat this biryani. This continues for a few minutes. Then my friend gets angry and he shouts at the robot, I'm a human, not a dustbin. Stop throwing food at me. Then the robot stops. It looks at us and it says, please place your order. My friend says, actually, we want to place a complaint against you. The robot says, I'm sorry, but I don't have a complaint register. Would you like me to serve you some water? We're like, no, thank you. Just then, another robot comes and it takes our waiter away. It turns out our waiter had a short circuit. That's why he was serving everyone the same dish. The other robot fixed him, and then it came back and it said, "Is everything okay now? Can I serve you something?" We were like, "Yeah, it's okay. You can serve me some water." The robot brought us water and we were about to drink it when we saw this. The water had turned into ice. I guess it was some kind of a robot malfunction because it took our order, but it gave us a very realistic-looking ice sculpture instead. Then our waiter came back and he gave Chaitu Idelis. Chaitu was furious. He got up and he shouted, "Bro, in 2040, unlimited ID scheme has arrived." His friend said, "Yeah, it's great. You can get as many IDs as you want." Chaitu said, "I'm a student, not a dustbin. Stop throwing IDs at me." Everyone laughed. In an exam hall, all the students are made to wear brain scanner helmets. Can you guess what happens next? If not, let me explain. These machines can project your thoughts as holograms. When they scanned Chaitu's brain, they found that he was thinking of answers for the questions. But instead of the expected answers, the machine projected "Rowdy Baby Song Detected." Not valid answer. The invigilator shouts, "Nay brain low syllabus Kante songs ekava unnai ra." Chaitu argues, "Sir, songs kuda history part kata." Future generations key reference. Everyone in the class bursts into laughter. Good evening, everyone. So this year's annual day was truly special. The school management had put up a huge stage with big VR screens all around, and it was decorated with cool neon lights. And we even had drones flying around capturing the whole event. It was so much fun. The students performed a few songs, and then the highlight of the show, the VR dance competitions began. Avatars of all the participants were displayed on the big screen, and they danced their hearts out. We had solo performances, group dances, even a few rap battles. It was amazing. But one guy's avatar was dancing way better than him, and he just refused to stop. Look at his expressions. He looks so embarrassed. Finally, he takes off the headset and walks away. Sad, sad, sad. Then came the stand-up comedy session. One of our alumni, Chaitu, came on stage. He was supposed to do stand-up in English, but he surprised the audience by starting off in futuristic Telugu slang. "Nenu oka exam ki prepare ayanu," he says. "Google Glass kuda nanu pass chayaladu, Google Glass kuda nanu fail ayaladu." The crowd goes wild. Everyone is laughing, clapping loudly. Even I couldn't stop myself from clapping. "Chaitu, Chaitu, Chaitu," we all shouted, and he kept going. And then I went to YouTube and searched for the answer. That's when I saw a video of a sir doing the same question, and I thought, "Oh my God, sir, I'm screwed." But then I remembered what my mother told me. She said, "Be it any situation, just take a deep breath and think of a solution." So that's what I did. I took a deep breath and thought about how to solve the problem. And that's when I realized I had to read all the books in the library. So I started reading all the books, and by the time I finished reading all the books, I realized I had just wasted all my time. The crowd burst into laughter again. This guy is hilarious. I was literally rolling on the floor. He went on and on like this for a few more minutes, and finally he ended his stand-up with a bang. He was awarded the Best Entertainer of the Year trophy. Everyone clapped and cheered. As the saying goes, technology may change in 2040, but student comedy never changes. The entire school premises was decorated with colorful lights and balloons. Everyone was in a festive mood. The energy of the crowd was amazing. Everyone was going bonkers. Even I couldn't control myself. There was neon confetti flying around everywhere. It was so cool. This was how our annual day celebrations ended. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.